guys, how's it going? It is, what the hell time is it now? Wow, 10:36. Well, 25 minutes left in my session, and March 8th, my apologies for not being able to run this. I ran the session, it's just, unfortunately I couldn't live stream. Gotta test a few things out here. Monitor capture, that takes that out. Game capture, I don't know what that does. Cannot find window. Really? I think that's a full screen capture. So if I take that out, that should do that. Let me just check something here. Okay. I can just do the monitor capture thing if I'm gonna have to bring somebody on. I'll just do that from now on. I don't have to do game capture. I don't know what I have that on for. Okay. So, just checking that. Going through Beeville here. I guess I should look. Nice little sunrise. One of the very few southbound trains tonight. I had some fun. Daryl's still on. Chris was on earlier. Who else was that? Somebody else was on. I apologize. I can't think of it. I should know his name. Well, no, he's not. He's new to RTS, but he's well known in the community. So he came in to check things out earlier. So that was cool. Access right away because I knew it was well known in the community. So. But yeah, we're wrapping things up. I'm just traveling down middle. There's only one repeat train. We had an issue at just a while ago at Current Junction. I had a switch that was set and it just decided to blow a gasket. Interesting meets. Pondale cutoff was loaded earlier. I've got one train I'm overtaking here. Starting to lower down now for what we got, 6. No, we still have. I got 11. I guess we got 11 trains on. Yeah, got 11 trains on right now. It's the most we've had all night, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 11 trains. Not bad. Stopping for red signal 7910. So dispatching hasn't been too difficult. Just doing an overtake here. Helps if I give them the green light. Alright. I had this all fleeted because I had a whole whack of them coming out of here for a while. So this was the pileup I had here. Oh, that was dumb. Or no, I put the Z in front of them. I hope I did. If I didn't, I was stupid. Looks like I didn't. Oh well. That's what I get. Alright. So, I guess in summary, what we got? I got about 20 minutes before I'm going to shut this thing down tonight. Of course, if you're getting this live stream, you can log on to the server, check us out. I'm just chilling at the moment. I'm falling asleep with these tonight. So I had a nice sunrise this morning. Am I going to get a view from up here? Had some nice views. The sun was rising this morning. Daryl was coming down from towards Calenti there, and I was just coming into Calenti, so that was a really cool shot. Might have a good view here, so I'm gonna switch over to the inside. So I got a bare table train. I'm thinking about going old school with the, you know, I really want it. It hasn't been too bad, actually. I don't want to miss the nice little vantage point here. If we get to see it, but after that I'll show you what I mean. Can't tell for sure. He's not quite there, but he's down there. I know somebody's down there. There's a big grain train that was waiting for me to be able to. There he is. He's just coming around the corner. There, good enough. Get back to my regular seat. Okay. So yeah, I was tracking. That ain't it. What the heck? Oh, okay, that was from before. What happened to my other screen? Did I close it? I guess I did. So yeah, I was tracking the spawns tonight. Of course, we're at 7:43, and those were the spawns. So you had a few Highlands. We had one repeat train here. Daryl had a basically his train again spawned at 6:12. Second section, I guess. But everything else has been relatively okay, with the exception that there's been very few southbounds. We've had a Bakersfield, and you can see all the Highlands and Vincent's. I mean, there's a couple of Bakersfield back in the original set that was still left over. I don't like the 10 trains. I think that's too low. But I gotta look into it, because if that's correct, then the spawn times are right, and maybe that's what I should have. The only thing I don't have is the loaded steel trains. So that's not too bad. So we're looking good. As far as I know, as far as I can see anyways, but I can keep that data. I'm going to analyze that a little bit further. What I'm probably going to do is go through with an old school adjustment, and what I'm thinking of doing. So there's the trains on the territory right now, and we got 9 on right now. Okay. What I'm thinking about doing is going the route of when the trains. Not only am I going to use the schedule the way this program should have used the schedule, I'm going to use the random trains at least until we get the second version of RTS out. Once we get the second version of RTS out, that might change. Actually, that'll probably totally change, because I'm going to be looking for it as well. And Ski's been very busy, so he's going back and forth between Cincinnati. I don't know how much time he's had, if any. We got the sun finally coming over the mountain. Very nice. But what I can do, and actually I did it once tonight, because I stole one. What happened was I had a spawn from Highland. I had 2 spawns at Highland in a row. Now, they were different trains, and what happens is if the train's there and you try to spawn it, you lose it. So I said, no, the heck with that, and I went ahead and spawned it a few minutes later. So I wasn't going to allow that. I screwed up here. I got a 14 mile an hour lift and a Z train right on him. I wasn't paying attention. It's a lot more difficult. Even with this, and then this is the good thing. I wanted to see if I was going to be able to handle this, and it wasn't that difficult. I was just looking at a few different things, I suppose. But some fun. It was a good first session back hosting. It's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've hosted. I mean, we haven't really pushed the server's limits by any means. Love the shadows. Everything's working good, graphics wise. I haven't had the frame rates on it. Might as well see what we're at. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm still holding at my normal 20, which is normal for me. And so that's good. No clouds in the sky today. And I have confirmed that the client issue is not an issue for the moonlight. Everybody was seeing the same sky as I was seeing on the server once I set the time. So the only issue is if you guys who are doing saves, and I will hopefully follow up if the guys in California may get it or may not. I don't know if it's an issue with not spawning the moon properly. Because I noticed I don't know how loud this is. Hold on. Stopping because we want to. Oh yeah, that's the guys going up the hill. Oops. Wow, he got here already? Dang, I gotta really pay attention to what I'm doing. I didn't think he was gonna get there that quick. Oh yeah, I guess he was just an X, jeez. Alright. Well. How big is he? So okay, hold on a second here. I might have a cornfield in a second if I don't I better wait a minute. Ugh. 5595. Ooh, it's pushing it. Remember what the length was for that. Okay, I'll let him go. Because I know he'll fit. He's not going to fit, so he's going to hold the siding. Eventually, but that ain't gonna happen tonight. Yeah, just get up to there. Everything else is hunky-dory. I don't know what I was saying there. So, worked out pretty good. Daryl only had, I think, 2 meets, if that. I think he had 2, maybe 3. But he said he said he enjoyed himself, so that was good. So I'm still thinking about going back to old school. And what I mean by old school is for those of you who were around back when I first started out. When I was not when I had first started the 24/7. I'm talking about before that. Back in the time when I had scheduled sessions, just the way how I like to do them. Believe it or not, I used to like doing them that way. When I did 24/7, that was kind of a gimmick. That was a gimmick to try to get basically get more users. Now it doesn't matter too much about users, and we were having some discussions tonight about, you know, how certain servers in version 2, and there's some people that have stopped doing multiplayer apparently. which is interesting because that could be. I never noticed it. I know for me personally, I'm not inclined to play multiplayer as much as I used to. I still enjoy it. I still think there's tons of benefits, and I also think that, and I'm not just talking about our servers, but I'm talking about the community in a whole do not take enough advantage of what's available to them. There's a lot more potential, and this was something that I wanted to do to try to represent what was actually going on. We're a little low on numbers as far as trains, but it's not looking too bad. I think it should be around 12, 13, but I'm okay with it. And for me, running 4-hour sessions works good if you're starting from one end. Daryl started from Vincent, so you can pretty much run an entire run. It's like 10:52 right now, and he's going to be able to finish his run probably before we sign off, and I'll just run it till the end anyways. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't have to shut down right at 11 o'clock. I'm not worried about that. But when I was talking about going back to the old school, what I'm talking about there is, and I thought about this we've thought about this for ideas for California too. We didn't worry too much about the AI trains so much. But I'm noticing, at least so far, there was only a few southbound trains that respond tonight. And again, it's a random issue. I'm okay with letting a train be random as long as the cars are, close enough. And if they aren't, that's okay. Version 2 of Run8 is going to eventually come, and it's going to fix those issues. If Run8 doesn't decide to either if the Run8 team doesn't notice it or the Run8 team doesn't fix it on their own. And they've done a lot. They've given us a lot of tools, a lot to play around with here. They've outdone themselves quite a bit. I mean, you take a look at some of the heavily employed companies who are passing software off as, big name software of maybe, let's say, that's come out recently. I'm sorry, they just don't do it. They're great eye candy. They look wonderful. There's some great eye candy in this, I'm telling you this right now. I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's a lot more than just what you see visually. You have to feel it. I better put my speed control on here before I get too screwed up. So, yeah, you gotta feel it. I can't explain that any more than that.
UP detector milepost 347.0.
So once we what am I saying by old school, and I keep on getting distracted and forgetting to go back to it. So what I'm going to do, and this is when I first started it out, I set up a schedule. This is how it was actually, looks like Run8 was planning on doing it. And until they put it back in the way they were planning on doing it, or get something better than what they've got right now, because what they've got right now, I'm sorry, this isn't good for operation generating trains. Just spawning, we had at least one repeat symbol tonight. Trains, it's great to have trains come up at variances, and the way if you guys, anybody who was with me that first year would have remembered I started off with a sheet of the call times. And what I did was I had a random variance in there, just like Train Dispatcher 3 and just like the screenshot that was shown to us last summer. And that was the last summer or last fall? I don't know. Whatever it was coming before version 2 came. And when I first saw it, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was just amazing. And it didn't happen. So what I'm going to do is first and foremost, I'm going to put the train list back on. I'm going to put the call times back on, and then I'm going to personally spawn them. If it's an average of every 30 minutes, give or take, and if I can dispatch a session or whatever, and even if I don't spawn it right off the bat, it doesn't matter. I'll set up some alarms. Maybe I'll get there's got to be a good program out there that, like an alarm clock program or something that I can run that's really small. If you guys know of any little small program that I can run, I mean, it's got to be small. Something that I can set an alarm. I don't need to write anything to do this. All I need is something that will run in the background, and when it hits, I think I can do it in, I think I could probably do it in Visual Basic or just Basic or anything. I'm sure I could write a routine that would be able to do it in a matter of minutes. But if you guys know of a small little program that's out there, let me know. And
TBP detector milepost 347.0. No defects. No defects. Total axles 312. Train speed 20. MPH. Ambient temperature 46 degrees. UP detector out.
Yeah, let me know. And I'll be curious. I'm going to save this session in about a minute here. But I'll let Daryl finish his run. He's almost done, so he's close enough. He's at the same over there. Okay. Give me about 20 seconds there and I'll save this, the mark. There we go. That stopped on time. Raspberry tables. So, let me see here. What was I doing? So yeah. Oh man, that looks really nice. nice. Shadows and all, of course. So, yeah, this whole I'll just run with. Where is he? Did he go the other way? Daryl, where are you? I got a blank screen there. What the hell? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, maybe he's back further. There he is. So yeah, and what we'll do, might be looking at this on live stream and he's like, what the hell? I was just there 30 seconds ago. But what we'll do is I'm going to put the train list back on. I'm pretty certain I'm going to do this. Maybe Sunday, maybe before Sunday, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I want to do. There's so much other things that I want to get done. I should be doing some cleaning up. I did some last night, but I really need to do more. I was going to do some tonight, and then I decided to actually have some fun with everybody. So, but I had algorithms. I'll try to figure out how I got them to work last time, where there's a random variance, and what that'll do is that will give us the random variation in the call times, and then all I have to do is go into the AI menu and spawn it. Now, once RTS version 2 is running, I'll transfer this over into version 2. I may look into running other servers too. You know, I know Daryl's usually running on Florida. I heard they're not too busy right now, unfortunately, and that's too bad. I wish they were busier, because they got a really cool thing going, right? I mean, I'm still potentially going to run a Selkirk Mohawk server at some point. At least I'm going to try it, but I'll see. I gotta see how much is coming with it. If it's taking so damn long, sorry, you know. And I know Mikey's watching these YouTube videos, and I keep picking on Mikey. I know he watches these, and it's not meant to pick on him. He's a busy guy. Everybody's got lives. I understand that. But because it's taking so long, I hope it's gonna be pretty much cut and dry. I can just go in and just run the hell out of it. In other words, I'm going to have the industries, I'm going to have everything I need, and then I can really test the hell out of it. But we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I don't know. I'm okay. Tonight was fun, despite the fact that there wasn't as many trains. I was falling asleep yet last night, but I was tired too. So I think it's okay. So this is saved for 8 o'clock. It's going to be daylight. Next session I'm going to announce it. It's probably going to be Sunday. Oh, I'll probably do a Sunday afternoon. I think the weather's supposed to be crappy. If the weather's ever going to be nice on one of these days and skis around, I'm going to Buffalo. That's all there is to it. So. Oh. I was like, you're not driving the train? I was like, who's that? I didn't see anybody else on the server. But yeah, we're the only two. So the server, as far as I know, it's been running great. Not a hitch. So I'm very impressed with that. This wasn't like it used to be with version 1. Well, version 1, it was okay at first, and then it got it became a memory hog. So this is pretty cool. All those stop for signals, that's just the AI trains going to a stop. And I'm not worried about it because I've already saved my session. So. But I think it'll be fine. I will resume the live streams. I'll just use a different method, and I'll have to blank out the screens as suggested before I go ahead and try anything. So. Looks like he's gonna stop. He could have ran off the track. Everybody else does. It don't matter. Ugh. I guess I'll get out. Plenty of time. Oh crap, I gotta get the laundry out of the dryer, so. But, no, it was an okay session tonight, so. Anyways. Oh, I still have my train. That's okay, I'll get that in a second. Alright, sounds good. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And we will exit the simulation. So yeah, I can turn off monitor capture and I guess game. I don't even know what the hell game capture is. I think that's a full screen mode type thing, so I want to keep that in there. But I'll see. I'll see what that does. Hard to say what it's doing when I'd have to test it on another computer and take a look and see. I might be able to just play the game and then take monitor capture off every now and then as well. That might work. So that if I go out of full screen, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to work because monitor and the game's still in. I don't know how that would work. I'll have to see. But we'll figure it out. So again, sorry I didn't have a full live stream up tonight. I'm gonna take my laundry out and then I'm still awake, amazingly. So I might just stumble around for a little bit. But other than that, that's about it. Have a good one, guys. And I don't know when the next live stream's gonna be. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to show one tomorrow, but then I've said that before and I ended up doing it, so who knows. But if not tomorrow, then definitely Sunday we will go ahead and put a live stream up for the session. And maybe I'll plan on something or do something to try to get... I wouldn't mind, honestly, I wouldn't mind just trying to test this and just let it try to do the random thing a little bit more. Unfortunately, we don't have that many southbounds. We got like one out there, I think. Ugh. So not good. But I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. I'm a little bummed out about that part, but other than that, I think everything's fine. I'm not worried about everything else. Everything's cool. Get the industries in, do a few other things. I may push the session back a little bit too. I don't know what's going on because I heard something about California tonight. I don't know if they're having a session or what's happening. Thought I heard a rumor tonight, but we'll see. I'll have to check that out. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Talk to you later. Have a good one.